All right, we're up.
Okay. Hey.
So that's just your little hey, we're up. So look charming. So
hey, we're gay.
We don't need to see any of that.
We're queer. We're positively clear in your computer window.
That's how we're starting it.
I got all the energy.
Look at all this. I can see it. I can see it pent up. I can see.
Well, nothing gives me a lot of momentum to yell and scream like a fundamental assault on our privacy.
I'd like to let our listeners know that we've had a very extremely hilarious pre-show that we did before we joined you here on the YouTube. So we're tired. So good luck with what you get from now on. Here's hoping it's a. I mean, the world is blissful right now. I mean, how great are things? Come on.
Imagine how like shitty of a human and decrepit you'd have to be on the inside and in your brain to be like a happy person right now. What a great day for the world and America. Imagine being that person.
Listen, there are agoraphobics right now that are like, told you so. That's why I don't leave. There are agoraphobics out there who are looking at the world today being like, I've been winning for decades.
No, they're losers too.
Wait, there was someone who just came out. Kim Basinger is that who just came out as agoraphobic?
Oh.
Hey, she was fucking Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale.
Yeah, years ago.
Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale. Do you remember that? By Prince, that song after that movie came out? Are you too young?
No, I mean,
when the Batman movie came out, Prince did a song for it, and it was like, and then like a part of it was like Vicky Vale.
Got it.
No.
What Batman was that? Was that Clooney?
That was I think it was the original because it was Jack Nicholson. It was Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
That's right.
Vicky Vale. Come on, that was tits. What song was that?
I don't know. Some 30-year-old song.
How dare you? How dare you? That was Prince. He's dead.
I love Prince. Everyone's dead. Everyone good's dead. You know who's still alive? Brett Kavanaugh. What about
you know who's going to be alive? A lot more babies. So
oh God, what a bummer.
Well, what do you think? Should we do a show?
Please, I'm dying. I'm raring to go.
Oh my God, raring to go. All right, audience, here we go. Strap in. We're about to do it.
Strap one on. We're about to do the Gay Power Half Hour.
That's a kink. All right, here we go.
Odd. Everything's a kink. You, when you're about to do everything's a kink. Whenever you're about to start the promo, you get really turned on. God, you get one pit. No one, can you please turn your phone off?
Because listen, I love the danger because there's a good chance I'll blow it. You know what I mean? It's like edging in your window when there's a restaurant downstairs. Not that I know about anything.
You come to while watching people eat it.
I could never. No, don't say my fucking no. Don't say anything. We are live on YouTube, and you do not say anything about places, people, or things. All right, here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay and liberal podcast that probably gets it. I mean, we get it. We have to stop aborting these babies because then how are we going to shoot them? I'm Tony Soto, and joining me is my co-host,
Casey Lai, who is now mildly skeptical and worried to be associated with my co-host, Tony Soto.
I mean, listen, there's a population issue that the conservatives are scared about because they're losing their target practice. That's what it comes down to. How can you care so much about a baby and just do nothing about guns? You know, because that's what's killing babies. I don't know. More babies are killed by guns and abortions.
I don't want to kill live babies. I want the option to end their lives before they take their first breath in the real air. And I do think
before they're fetuses. Yeah, before they're humans, when they're actually fetuses.
So if you've been living under a rock or you're just one of those blessed people who doesn't have a phone, a TV, or a computer, you need to be made aware of the fact that nothing is set in stone yet, but a draft of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito's decision that will apparently be the majority decision to overturn Roe v. Wade has been released into the world, and boy,
leaked. It's been leaked.
Put some gasoline onto what is already a very raging, dry fire that is America.
So first of all, what are your thoughts on leaks? Like, how do you feel about
leaks?
Leaks in general. Do you think that because regardless, mostly we have had all leaks have been very important. Like, there are a lot of important leaks that happened during Trump's administration. Leaks to me, I think, are important because I think that we need to know that they're actually keeping secrets from us. But the problem with leaks is that whoever's been leaked on makes the leak the story. It's the leaking that becomes we are appalled, and the community, the American people are suddenly just rally behind that because they're like, oh yeah, absolutely, we want our privacy unless it's with our doctors.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, nothing is private, and this is the leak is not the story to me.
It is
by any means, and of course, the Republicans are making it about the leak. Like, how dare literally, there are people being like, it must be that new black bitch. Which is literally what people are saying, and they're attacking the liberals. And you were saying this before. I mean, your theory is that the Republican some people, the conservative side, leaked it to generate this kind of controversy.
I mean, I think that it makes a lot of sense for a Republican to leak something like this, because here's the thing: regardless of how it happens, they're getting. I mean, I think that there'll be a reaction when they ultimately do it, but if there's going to be any riots or whatever, it's going to happen now if it's leaked. You know what I mean? And it's because it's their plan. It's what they're going to do. So I think that it helps them to leak it, because then that way the outrage is out there already.
Well, I don't know. I think the counter argument is it was leaked by someone on the other side because one, the hope is the last ditch effort hope is that enough groundswell of
that this will move voters.
But there's no. I mean, it's America. Nothing good happens anymore. Only bad things happen.
Yeah.
One and two. I do think one positive aspect of it is leaking this to set into motion and get people prepared. The resistance, the underground forces that are going to keep people getting abortions. You're going to help. I feel like this is giving more time to the abortion rights providers who are now going to be not just under siege, criminals.
The thing about it is that throughout time, Roe v. Wade and the one v KCV Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. Which also, just want to say, that wasn't me. I was
not this Casey.
Planned Parenthood.
Oh yeah, for sure. But forever, since Roe v. Wade was instilled, it's always been a majority of American people who want abortions to be between a doctor and the person, because it's a medical procedure and it just fucking makes sense. You don't want anyone to come we want to know about all your fucking dirty dick and ass stuff then, if fucking that makes so much sense. But anyway, oh my God, I lost where we were. Sorry.
Well, so I mean, but who cares? Again, who cares about the leak? The leak. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened. What happened is what's about to happen is that half of the country is going to lose their access to abortion, and it's going to set a precedent.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I'm saying. This is what's going to be a big test, because let's face it, white suburban women kind of fucked it and helped Trump become voted in as president. But now, if 70%, typically 70 and over, are in favor of abortion, this is going to be a real test on those women on whether or not they're going to stay conservative in their next round of voting. Because if 70% are for that being a thing, and I don't know the breakdown with women, but it has to be more women, more conservative women want their privacy rights with their doctors than they probably do a conservative.
I think until it starts, like, let's be real, rich suburban white ladies or white 16-year-olds are not the ones getting pregnant in the same numbers in the same way, and they will get their abortions if they want to get their abortions. Mommy has a rich sister in Connecticut where they can go stay for a month.
You're right.
Even if they live outside of Montgomery, Alabama. And I'm, as always, like these, and that's the thing is like, and I've seen, it's just what's happening, and it's happening across the board, is that people are voting, culture issues get people there, but more and more we're seeing more and more people in the Latino community and in the Black community, like not like they're becoming more and more conservative because
you're not gonna listen. The thing is Latinos are not for abortion.
No,
the majority and that's religion. Like that's all Catholicism there, because the thing like the procreate and make more Catholics really stuck with that culture.
It is not lost on me that the person writing this decision is a Italian Catholic straight man. They have notoriously been the worst when it comes to what is okay for your body to do. They are big on holding it all down. So a lot of these states are asking for their laws say you can't get an abortion after 16 weeks. There's going to be a bunch of states that say you can't have an abortion ever at all, and including rape and incest. And then this is one thing that, how like Republicans are always like, we don't want immigration, we don't want to pass the citizenship because that's just giving Democrats all these new voters. You know what I don't want? A bunch of fucking unwanted, unloved offspring of violent rape becoming into this world, because that's a pretty clear pathway to becoming a dumbass fucking Republican voter is by like we're forced, like we're just condemning so many new kids to just like a life of fucking like questions and poverty. And I'm not saying all adoptions are that scenario. I'm just saying like we're literally forcing women. We're going to be forcing women to have to ruin
kids they don't want that they can't take care of.
And the other thing is like, the whole new push now is like, well, like there's a adoption pipeline and there's not enough kids. It's becoming like a capitalist supply and demand issue.
Yeah, so, it's you're not making enough worker ants. That's literally what it is.
You're not making enough kids for all of these grubby fucking middle-aged evangelicist parents who's fucking have a rotted pussy, so they can't have kids themselves.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna steal the kids that they're gonna force under. They're gonna force women to have kids. Then they're going to be forced to give them up. I was reading this, like abortion clinic, there are all these like conservative charities, religious charities that do this kind of thing. Like, if you get pregnant young and your parents are ashamed, they'll kind of send you to this place. And then like, you'll have the option to decide if you want the kid or if you're going to give it up for adoption. And a lot of times you will be planning to give it up for adoption, but you'll get to the point where you're going to have the kid and you might change your mind. If you have no rights because your parents aren't there because they fucking hate you because you got pregnant at 16. They're getting no support from the structure because they don't want you to be able to have the kid because you fucked up and you're a slut and you're a hussy and you made wrong decisions, and they want you to have a better life, and they want you to be a strong, good woman to understand that you're going to give the kid a better chance than by having that kid and raising it. So they literally, even if you want the kid at a certain
and then
point,
they make money off of your baby. Then they make money, right? And they sell it. And for anyone, I don't know. It's just like, let me ask you this: like, we're seeing the complete incompetence of 3 Trump appointed justices, and
well,
like, what do we do?
It's hard not to think
Like
about
what do we like these guys obviously perjured themselves when they were being questioned. Like what do we do about what do we do about the Markowskis and the Collins of the world who were like, oh no, we had meetings, and I fully believe them, who are now clutching their pearls, being like, oh my God, oh, there's a chance we were lied to. There's a chance, honey. They don't want women to have a choice. Do you think they respect you? You're literally you can't even make more babies. They're gonna lie to you. They don't fucking care about you. They know that you're the fucking bleeding heart, so-called like somewhat like liberal conservative, and fucking they don't care about you. You're an old washed up lady to them. They don't fucking care. Of course they're gonna lie to you. How fucking dare you clutch your pearls and be like, I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe they lied. They lied. They're fucking liars. This is an agenda. This is a thing. They want to be stepping over fucking bodies again.
Yeah.
They want to be pushing girls down the stairs again.
Well, like, it is. I mean, it's not lost on me. A couple of things. One, all three of these appointments are Catholics. I'm pretty sure all the conservatives are Catholics. And it just keeps going, reinforces that you shouldn't let Catholics be in power in America because they are beholden to a book instead of rights.
Yeah, to something else. Yeah.
Two, it's not lost on me that the three Trump supporters all lied. That's pretty much a like if you're associated with Trump in any sort of way, you are a bold-faced fucking liar. And it is not lost on me that now Trump's grubby little fingerprints are all over every American pussy. Literally, he loves grabbing a pussy.
God, I hate that, but you're right. Yeah,
vagina, like it or not. Maybe some people want those fucking short little fucking fingers,
little sausage fingers,
labia. But I would imagine that most don't, and now they are permanently for a generation plus. Just there's a big old fucking paw print right on your puss, and I mean,
here's the thing too, and but we're learning that there's literally no accountability. I mean, that Ginny Thomas story was a week. Like the fact that Ginny Thomas is a QAnon supporting fucking crazy person, and Clarence Thomas gets to fucking choose. Or gets to vote on shit like this is like that's gone. That's out of the news. That's out. Suddenly we stopped talking about the insurrection, and that was to me a big story.
We'll see. Look, we'll see. I mean, we've been saying for years, abortion. If they take the right away, women will revolt. It's not going to happen because women vote with who pays the bill. So if their husband pays the bills, they're going to vote with who. And this is just a fact. I was hearing that's not my take on it. It's just like it's real. It's like women vote based on who is paying the bill. If women are paying their own bills, they vote the way that they want to vote. But if someone else is paying their bills, they vote the way that person tells. Which
is crazy because your vote is private. Like, here's the thing. It's like, that was my whole, I would go against the vote against, because that's like your moment of power. Take your power back. Like, what in the actual fuck? But this is the thing too. This is the thing why there's no hope. It's like, and what it comes back to, like, the incessant lies of it all. Americans, people are just okay with lies now. Like, it is okay just to out and out lie. Like, the lie can be put right in your face, and you're still going to be, and people will be, I'll be like, look at this lie, and people are like, well, whatever. How come people want?
Well, I sure hope the people of Maine fucking hold Susan Collins accountable. I doubt the people of Alaska will care too much about Ms. Murkowski. And I just don't like, you're right. It doesn't matter. They've been lying. Politicians have always been lying, and we pretend to care. Remember when the Republicans tried to impeach Bill Clinton because he lied? You know? I mean, and now we just walk into a senator's office, jerk off onto their face and say, well, luckily you don't have to abort that. And then you walk out there and do whatever the fuck you want.
And this should be a lesson to the two Republican plants that we have in the Democratic Party, Mansion and Cinema, that like, Collins and Markowski were playing a fucking political game when they were fucking. They loved to be in the news. Those old broads love to be in the news. They love to be a deciding vote, you know. And this is a situation where it's coming around and fucking biting those old bitches in the ass. So look at this. Look at this. Fucking politics are fucking fickle, and they'll turn on you in a heartbeat. Fucking stupid fucks. We'll like this is the dumbest thing that it's like we're watching it all go backwards
here. And it's not going to stop. I mean, you know, I've said this before, and it's not going to stop there. And I'm not more concerned about it because it's LGBT rights, but those are next in the pipeline. And not only they've said it, and we're going to say they're not going to do it. And I will say that there is something about like Gorsuch, weirdly enough, has been pro-gay rights in his rulings in a way that is inconsistent with the way that he votes on everything else. And so, like, at least maybe there's a stopgap there. It doesn't matter to me because it's not about the person. It's not about having, oh, maybe there might be 5 out of maybe there'll be a slight 5-4 majority for some of the things that are going to be based on my life. It doesn't matter anymore because what it is what this shows is that there is a winning coalition of insane fucking evangelicals.
There is a political court
out there who are changing this country to move in a direction that is going to hurt everyone, but specifically the marginalized people of this world. And it's starting now, or it's been starting for a long time. But this is a Roe v. Wade is about.
This is religion feeling like it's losing its grip, and this is the thing, and this is why I challenge all people who truly do not believe the bullshit to stand out and say that they don't, because this is what happens. It's always been a fight against science. It's always been a fight against progression. It's a control thing, and like it or not, you can and I know that there's some of my listeners will think that I am overcritical of the religious, but like it or not, it is an institution that is built for control of the stupid, and they feel like they're losing control, and so they're moving it more. And you have rubes, fucking seas of rubes. But here's the thing: a sea of rubes of 30% rubes. All right. There are 70% of you out there that are against this shit. So the thing is, it's like, if you pass this, then what's, I mean, stop having sex with men. I call on a sex strike. I call to any reproductive humans out there, any human people who can reproduce, you stop having sex with the other person that can do it, because fuck it, you have that choice. Be like, because there's plenty of phallic things you can sit and rub up against.
And so, but you know, I mean, one, yes, here's what I will say. You know what's never worked? Abstinence. And so let's not pretend that all of a sudden we should.
No, I'm not saying be abstinent. I'm saying suck their dicks and spit their babies in their faces. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying just a little. Don't swallow them. Don't give them that pleasure either. Make them clean something up. Let them know.
Yeah. We call it the throat abortion. I'm a throat abortionist.
Yeah, you maybe gargle it a little to tease, and then
throat go.
Babies in your face.
How's that for
in your face?
Yeah. I agree. I also I think, you know, I mean, real talk, like if you have sex, make sure you get a pregnancy test immediately after it. If you have unprotected sex and you're capable of, even if you have sex now and you have the parts that allow you to start gestating a bunch of cells into what will eventually 9 months later become a human life, eventually, get tested, because in a lot of states, they're still gonna pretend, I think, you know, that you have 16. Some of those states will still give you 16 weeks, you know? So I would say, honestly, just stock up on Plan B, because they're going to try and take that away from you too. They're coming for contraceptive next.
Oh, stock for sure. On that,
and then every time you get railed deep and come inside, you should just pop one, just in case. Pop a Plan B. just in case.
Oh yeah, I mean, it should just sit with your multivitamin. If you have an ejaculating fucking phallus in your body at any point, you should just take one with a multivitamin.
You know what they say: one a day keeps the governor of Texas away.
You know, when you stumble into the IHOP, just make sure it's in your bag. You know, take it with the coffee, have a pancake, go home, and be like, "Thank God, I don't have to have that moron's baby." Because here's the thing: there's a lot of stupid people out there who should not be having. I mean, I was watching something that Laura Boebert or whatever talking about fucking, and I'm like, these are the stupid. Anybody can have kids, anybody, and that should mean it should be regulated.
I agree.
Like at this point, it's like maybe China has some. I mean, they did it from a sense of misogyny, and it was kind of evil. Let them have 2 kids. You know.
Here's what I'm also gonna. This is gonna be really
kill the rest.
This is gonna be really on PC, and no one's gonna like this joke.
God, luckily, no one listens to this show, so we're fine.
If you get pregnant and they're gonna force you to have that kid, you should sign up for an abortion. Make sure you find a real piece of shit Republican conservative, just like the fancy types, the fancy types who want it all to go right in their lives. And then as you're having that kid, drink, smoke, do cocaine, do a bunch of Molly, mushroom every night, all the red wine you can. Pop out a child who's going to be difficult to raise for a variety of reasons, and those are the kids. If you have to or forced to have a kid, make sure that kid will be a handful for the government, for the people who are raising them. Just a couple of extra arms and a brain that don't work good, because we don't want them to think that every child is wanted. because what we want is an understanding that if you're going to make me have a child, and
I'm going to give you whatever's coming at you,
I'm going to give you a real piece of work. Okay.
You heard it here first. I mean, I kind of co-signed to that.
Oh, you're going to tell me you're going to all right.
That is coming from people who know our privilege, that we are not breed. I mean, I did make a child, and she is stunning.
But again,
if you're forced to,
but it's like if they're telling you what you have to do with your body, fucking
send it something with a hump. Yeah,
fuck it up. Okay. On purpose.
Or if you think that is too much, if you think that is too far, too extreme, then just let them shoot their babies in your mouth and spit them in their face. That's this or that. I think that we have laid out 2 very specific and good plans for our human friends out there who can spit out what will ultimately become a burden. What else is in the news? Chappelle was attacked at the Hollywood Bowl. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I wasn't going to be too ranty about this, but fuck Dave Chappelle. I don't want comedians.
He had it coming. Is that what you said?
No. I don't know anything about the person who attacked him. It's just a crazy person. I know there were a lot of jokes being made about it. Was it a trans man? What was it? I don't know the answer to that. And I'm not saying he deserves.
He just recently released his name.
I'm just saying these are the attack. It's it's hard for me to separate what the nonsense Dave Chappelle talks about when it comes to the trans community and the violence that's being done politically on all people and all of their bodies in this fucking country. Dave Chappelle is supporting that type of fucking behavior, and I don't think anyone deserves violence. I don't know the scenario that happened, but like I just want to say
why they did it
before. I feel bad for Dave Chappelle. Fuck Dave Chappelle. That's
no, and I don't necessarily feel bad for Dave Chappelle, because the truth of the matter is, like, so the person allegedly had a weapon, and of course you want to stop that from happening. But end of the day, that dude's arm looked like it was backwards. when he was on the stretcher getting put into that paramedic. And Dave got a little bit of a jostle, and then Chris got a one-liner in. So that guy has an arm that was backwards. I feel like, and we were talking about this before we started recording. I think that the overall end did not justify, like, the pre-bullshit. Like, what the hell? Like, well, he's gonna already go to jail. He's already gonna. Does he have to, like, now have a medical bill he can't pay?
It is a question. I mean, it's a couple.
A ride in an ambulance is very, very expensive.
Well, like Dave did come back on and was like, I've been doing this 35 years and I never got to stomp a person before. So he was gleefully getting to beat a person up with a bunch of other people. And I'll say that guy did look fucked up, but also whether it was a gun or a knife or a gun that looked like a knife, in the heat of the moment, if someone is rushing you with a weapon, you're going to do fucked up things. The question is like, at what point did it become a Rodney King scenario? And they were like,
do you do fucked up things, or do you just restrain and try to stop the situation? This is the whole thing, and this is the problem with this country. This is like, we all wild the fuck out. There's no restraint. No one wants to, like, the moment you feel it, we are all having child tantrums, like, no matter what age we are. The fact that like no one thinks before they react. Like, I understand if someone's charging me with a weapon, I would like someone to stop them. But then I don't need you to kick their ass. That's not the end game. Restrain. No. And like, this is like the whole, like, and this is like people who are like Law and Order people and people who are like, not all cops or whatever. It's like, until this country learns restraint, until as a whole, as a human race, learn that, like, our opinions are not necessarily the most important or matter, like the fact that, like what you believe isn't so important that it should result in some kind of violence. Like, until that happens, like, we're fucked, man. Like,
yeah,
where's that comment?
There's no doubt in my mind that Dave Chappelle's super roided out these days with a bunch of tea and other things. Like, he got huge, and he thinks he's a tough guy. He's a tough man, taking a stance for the bio man. The bio man needs to be protected, so we gotta get big.
And that's not about protecting a comic. That's not about protecting.
It's all just rage. I want to beat the shit out of someone if given the opportunity. If some fucking right-wing asshole comes and tries to fucking beat me up, I will unleash a lot of rage on that person. I hate to say it, but I think I
hate to hear you say it. That sucks.
There's nothing, I am not, it's like, Obama said, not all wars are bad, only bad words or whatever, only dumb ones. And like,
well, I would like to say,
I'm as much an Italian man as Samuel Alito is, and I am just as angry about the way of the world, and I don't want to do anything like that, but I will protect my space and my face with the Constitution on the right and on the left a good.
Listen, I'm not using the Constitution as no weapon until there's a full rewrite, because that shit is bobo. All right, we need to stop acting like our fucking Constitution is so goddamn immaculate. It was for the time, but honey, like anything, we outgrow shit. That's the problem. This country loves to tear down beautiful old buildings with sentimental value, but you think that fucking, and to replace it with a modern fucking condo. But God forbid we restructure a paper that was fucking written by a bunch of racists.
Fair point. No women involved.
Not even mentioned. Can we at least change it to all humans are created equal? No. Like, is that? No, that would not pass. That wouldn't pass. Even women would vote against that. We could never.
If all humans were created equal, then you couldn't bar half of them from using their pussies the way that they wanted to. So you can't have that. You got to be able to tell someone what they can do with their puss, and not if you create them all equal. Then chaos ensues.
And for that, we've come to the end of the show. Casey, do you want to tell people where they can find you?
Hell, coming to you soon. We'll all be there together. You know what? Let's start putting this into people's head. On June 21st, I'll be headlining the Punchline in San Francisco. I know I'm there a lot, but it's the first time I've ever actually been asked to headline the club by the club, and it's Pride Week up there.
How much time do you get?
45 minutes, like a 45-minute set. Yeah, it's gonna be well worth it.
I'm coming.
It's gonna be well worth it. I'm coming right now, just thinking about it. So if there's anything you're going to do or see or want to do or see involving me in the next 2 months, that is the ticket. So you can find that on the Punchline website, punchline.com. Thank you. And other things to come. Find me on the socials. Just Google Casey fucking Lie. Jesus Christ. You should know it by now. And you should know how to fucking spell my last name, okay? There are more important things in this world going on than the spelling of my last name. So don't make me get all upset about it if you don't know how to say it or pronounce it. It's Lie.
There's that
L-E-Y.
rage. There's that rage I'm talking about. There's that rage I'm talking about. Like she can't control her feelings. She can't control her.
Conservative misnames me.
She's ready to hit someone like that.
I'm gonna hit you like Monica Seles used to do a backhand. And look what happened to her. She got stabbed on court. This world has been violent from the 90s on, maybe even before.
We're doomed. We're a limited time. If you like shit like this, if you like old episodes of the Gay Power Half Hour, or you should check out old episodes of the Gay Power Half Hour, go and do that. Anywhere podcasts are streamed, of course, you can follow us on Instagram at Gay Power Half Hour. Also, check out the Tony Soto Show. I'm on hiatus until September, but there's plenty in the catalog. 350 episodes plus. Casey. If you enjoy me, I am the Tony Soto Show on Instagram, Twitter. So please follow me. And we'll be back again next week with more fun, witty, light, breezy, gay banter like today. Bye-bye. Wow, I think we fucking pulled that off.